So in our last video, you've seen our PCA mandatory poses, and within this video you are going to be seeing the two bros or the NPC style posing. So in this video we are going to chat you through the differences between the PCA posing and the NPC posing, the front shot and the back shot, do's and also don'ts within the pose to get the best out of your physique. Hi guys, welcome back to the One Move UK YouTube, and today Claire and I are in the studio to chat you guys through NPC posing. You may also know it as two bros posing, but it is a style of posing that is a very particular style. Okay, so previous posing posts on YouTube that you may have seen for PCA can be utilised across other boards such as NABA, UKUP, but this one is specified to its own federation. Okay, however, if you can nail PCA posing, then I think it's right you're probably going to nail two bros. Okay, so it's a little bit different from PCA. With PCA you have your quarter turn, so you've got your front shot, your side, your back, your other side. However, with two bros you only have half turns, so you've only really got two poses. You've got your front shot and you've got your back shot, and we are going to show you how to set it up properly. Okay, so the PCA front pose will look like this on the front facing. However, your front pose for two bros, you actually don't face the front, you face the side. Okay, so previously you may have seen that we've done a PCA side pose, and it's pretty similar to the setup that we're going to do today for two bros. Okay, so the two bros front pose, what we are trying to look for is a full balanced physique. We don't want the quads overpowering the glutes or the hamstrings overpowering the quads. We don't want to see big massive lats. What we want to see is a beautiful feminine structure that's a little bit softer. Okay, and that is the reason we don't have a front shot like this, because we don't want to see these lines and these quads. Okay, so the first shot within your two bros or NPC posing is foot is stepped back ever so slightly, and then you're going to be up on to that front toe. Now what we need to be careful of within two bros or NPC, we don't want to be digging that toe down too hard into the ground if you are quite conditioned, because this is where you do get marked down if you have too much condition throughout your lower. Now from this point again, we are going to be pushing the hips back and hinging them ever so slightly and having that pelvic tilt. Now from here, it's exactly the same setup as we've done previously if you've watched our old video with PCA. The hand is going to come between the hip bone and the belly button. We rotate the elbow round to the front of the room, and then we open up on this side shot. Now what you will see here is Claire has a nice long extension that the hand isn't all the way out here. This is a massive no-no in this federation. If you have your hands all the way out here, if you have your wrist up, your elbow up, we want a nice smooth arm. Okay, midsection, again, we still want to be pulling that midsection as hard as we can into the spine. We want to be seeing both delts on top, and we want to see that beautiful glute position as well. Now, when it comes to this shot, what a lot of people do for mistakes with their hip placement is they will distribute all of their weight into the hip. So they'll push that hip forward, okay? This is not what we want to see, because all that does is flatten off your upper glute. Yeah, exactly like that. You'll see a lot of people do this. What we want to do instead is even the weight and distribute it across both hips, and instead have that pelvic tilt back. We don't want to be squeezing the glutes by any means. Relax the glutes, relax the upper, and we're having a slight lat activation here, but not by too much, because we don't want it to overpower the rest of the physique. Okay, so that is essentially your front pose within two bros. Boom. Okay, so this is exactly the same for this side as well. I'm not going to make you do it again. So you can also do it on this side as well. It is massively dependent what side is your strongest and what works for you. Claire and I both do this side because that's the side that we feel most comfortable with. But if you think that this side is better for you, then go for it, okay? Now, what we want to do within the front pose is make sure that we're having that whole balanced proportion. But one thing that can change your balance and your proportion as your foot placement within that front shot. So if we go back into this front shot, you can see, so we'll set ourselves up setting that toe forwards ever so slightly. Perfect, awesome. So we're in our front shot. Now what you will see in this shot is Claire's foot placement, okay? Now this is going to be massively dependent for you as an individual. You might see some people with the foot all the way round to the front. Yep. Perfect. And you might see some people have a 45-degree angle. Good. And then you might have people having the toe straight on to the front of the wall. This is really massively dependent on you and your physique, and the only reason that you see that foot placement change is dependent upon the size of your quad to your glute ratio, okay? So, first pose done and dusted. Now we're going to hit your back shot, okay? So back shot's a little bit different from PCA because you don't actually show off your back. This shot is to show off glutes, hamstrings, a glute ham tie, rear delts, and a top line shoulder. So we're going to start again from the bottom. So again, this is going to be massively dependent upon the amount of muscle tissue that you have and also your condition. So if you grind your heels into the floor and turn your knees out and turn your quads out, that might not be the best position for you if you are muscular and lean. When it comes to Claire, for example, we just need to have the toes pointed pretty much straight in front. Awesome. Slight soft knee. We hinge the hips back and feel that stretch in the hamstrings. And Claire just, oh sorry, I'm just scratching her with my big nails. Claire then just places her hands onto her quads and she creates this diamond shape, right? So what we see from here is delts, a little bit of rear delt, we see the diamond shape, we see the glute ham tie, we see the hamstrings, and we don't see an overpowering quad sweep here, because what we don't want to see is, Claire, could you turn your toes out for me? Good. What we don't want to see from this federation is having a massive quad sweep from the front, okay? We want to be predominantly glute ham on this shot. All right, so we're having the feet forward. Nice, soft knees. And then we're going to be hinging back, feeling that stretch in the hamstrings. And what you also have to remember, ladies, when you are on stage, the judges are behind you, but they're also below you, okay? So if you are tilted really, really far forward doing this shot, the judges aren't going to see you, so we need to make sure that we are standing up. Right, beautiful, awesome. Now can you just do that shot for me, Claire, facing that way, as if it's the back shot? So you'll see Claire from the side, she's not pushing her butt all the way back until the point that she is face forward like this. She's sitting up as straight as she can be. Her hands are in the insides. You're seeing the elbows here. You've got the champagne glass on the butt. And that is how you set up that back shot. Relax. Okay, so you have got your front shot and you have got your back shot for two rows. Now within this, once you nail it, then you have to add the transitions in to make it as smooth and streamlined as you possibly can. So when you come onto a two-row stage, you will perform your individual first. Your individual is marked, which is not the same as PCA. And then from that point, you will be marked on your comparisons. So it is important that you do nail both of these variables. So stay tuned for transitions and stage presence within two rows. But if you did like this video, please like, share and subscribe. And if you would like to book in a posing session with either Claire or myself, please click the link on our bios. And thank you so much. Peace out.